let's welcome Dr. Harold Mayaba.
Love that sound. Let's listen to it. So that's a sound. You know, the lions roaring in the background, right? That's a sound of being fearless and courage. I just love it. So I want us to play a game before I do my presentation. In New Zealand, we call this game Boku. Who has ever heard about it? Boku. All right, no one. That's good, so that, if it doesn't go well, no one is gonna notice, right? So we're gonna start counting from 1 up to 10. But the way we're gonna play the game is that we're gonna be counting randomly, just from 1. When you think it's your turn, just say 1, 2, 3, 4, right? But if 2 or more than 2 people will mention the same number at once, then we're gonna go back again to 1, right? We get it? All right, let's go. All right. Did you hear that? Let's go back to 1 again. All right, let's go back to 1 again. Let's start. We can do it, guys. We can do it. All right. Now, let's change the game a little bit. What I'm going to do now, I'll say let's start from this table here. But we're going to start from Mr. Bonanza. Did I pronounce it well? Good. We'll start from you, sir. And we count from 1, then we go around. Let's start. We count from 1. Yeah, we can start from you, sir. Yeah. Yeah, just say 1. Yeah? Oh, good. Now, what's the difference there with the first approach and the second one? The first approach, there is no progress, right? We move to 1, 2, we are back to 1 again, because there is no clarity, there is no direction. And instructions, probably they're a little bit, not clear enough. But the first one, or the second one, that's far much better, because I said we start from here and we go around. Now, I want to say this. I hope after my presentation, because I know sometimes life feels like the first approach, right? You move 1, 2, 3, 4 steps. In no time, you find yourself from the starting point. Even businesses are like that. No direction, no clarity at all. But I hope after my presentation, you'll be in a very good space. I was born and bred from the southern part of Zambia. Is my clickers no? Just check for me. From southern part of Zambia. And when I was growing up, our grandfather used to tell us a lot of stories. We could sit around the fire every evening. I miss those days. And one of the stories grandfather told us was that in the olden days, a long time ago, this story was passed on to him from his great-great-parents. People in the villages used to depend on hunting. That's how they used to feed their families. Every day, men could wake up in the morning, they'd go hunting, and they'll come back. But there was one problem. They used to face lions. Men from the village would wake up. But the lions on the other side, they also wake up, and they are all going hunting for a gazelle. Then I asked grandfather a question. I said, "Grandfather, but what could be the reason why men kept on going there when it was so dangerous?" Because some men used to get killed. They never used to come back home. I remember grandfather looking at me and said, "Young man, you're going to understand it later when you grow up." These people only had two options. Stay home. You're going to starve to death, you and your family, because there's nothing to eat. Or you're going to go hunting. You risk your life. Probably you're going to make it come back home. So it was more like you're in between a hard place and a rock, you know? Both options posed danger. So then I grew up. I started facing my own lions. Now I have to, I'm gonna do a disclaimer here. I didn't hug that lion. AI did. AI did that for me. So I guess I used the AI properly, so I'm safe there. AI, I guess, was in the good hands. So I started facing my own lions. And I remember one huge lion I faced when I was growing up. I was homeless and going to school. I was using school as a vehicle to make my life better. I was born in poverty. I'm still facing lions right now. But what grandfather told me was that when those men used to go hunting, they had to face the lion head on. And that's why I call myself the lion hugger. I'm still training myself to face challenges head on. Because when a lion attacks, they tend to attack from the back, you know? If the lion's behind, he'll attack you from the back. So grandfather told me, you got to face the lion. And because they tend to jump, try to bring you down. One interesting thing is, we all have lions we have faced, and we are still facing a lot of those lions. But there's one important thing which I'm going to bring home. Those men, when they used to go hunting, to them, feeding their families was more like a calling. It was their main purpose. That's all they were doing. They felt like they were born to do it. And I'm going to ask a question. What makes you wake up in the morning and do whatever you're doing? Or are you just doing it because mom told me to do so, or my wife told me to do so? Or because it's just because of a salary? Now, when you look at business, when we talk about purpose-led growth and profit-led growth, you find that in a world these days, a lot of businesses, they push for profits. They just tell people that if you don't make money for me or for the shareholders, hey, you are gone. Forget about it. And they measure everything they do around profits. But what I've learned in life is this. True happiness can only be achieved when your life and your business is built on purpose as a solid foundation. And when I was growing up, I could find happiness in my purpose going to school. I'm going to ask another question. If you're a business owner and there's no money coming through, what do? You close down, right? Or fire somebody? Unfortunately, most of the times that's what happens. Now, why is it that I'm emphasizing on purpose in life? As individuals and businesses, You find happiness when everything is built on purpose. Now, somebody can ask a question, but how do you discover your purpose? T.D. Jakes once said, if you can't figure out what your purpose is, just figure out what your passion is. Then that passion will direct you right to your purpose, and you're going to live a happy life. Now, ladies, bear with me. I'm going to annoy you just a little bit. Have you ever heard a saying, happy wife, happy life? Right? Sorry, I don't like it. Here's the reason why. It's like a poor husband, go and be happy somewhere, find happiness, because you got to make me happy, right? For a woman, well, the husband has to make her happy. No, she'll wait. But this poor husband has to find happiness somewhere. Did you know that there is what I call happy boss, happy employees? That's what most companies do. As long as the boss is happy, the employees are happy. And that's a problem. Why should my happiness depend on the feeling of my boss? I've seen some people. Good morning. Hey, don't talk to me. What's good about the morning? I've not had my coffee yet. Now, can you imagine if you have a boss who's not happy? And they are not happy because their lives are not built on purpose. So they are leading a business and they are building a business that is not built on purpose. They're just focused on profits. They're going to be hiring people who have no purpose in life. That is recipe for Third World War. Now, I want to show you this. We all need growth. But to me, the better growth that I'm looking for is the growth that is built on what I call the TRADEit growth model. The TRADEit growth model is a model that you have to discover your purpose first. As an individual, for a business, that will give you hope for tomorrow because you are anticipating something good is going to happen because everything is built on purpose. Now, we know we live in a world where things change. Inflation. Oh, people, they annoy us. Everything happened there. But if turbulence do happen on the way, because your business is built on purpose and you're always looking for something for in future, you are more resilient to face the challenge. And your purpose is always your compass that directs you to the direction that you need to go. So this TRADEit model, friends, if we can adopt this, to me, it's one way we can make our lives better. Now, I've got two graphs here. The red dotted graph is a business that depends on profits. They gauge everything. All their metrics is profits. Now, you can see that this business is going to grow very quickly, make money. But if something happens, it will drop quickly. But a purpose-led growth is gradual. And it's very sustainable. But what could be the reasons? The reasons are that you have workers that are buying to your vision. You have workers that actually, even when things go wrong, they are able to support you. And it means you're aligning your mission, everything, to your consumers, what consumers want. So it's the whole value chain that is based on purpose. It's like you have a calling to make things better. Some businesses, they say, we want to have a positive impact in the world, right? We want to grow sustainably. We don't want, to be contaminating the world. So profits become a product of what they are doing, not the only focus. And building a business like that and our lives like that becomes more sustainable. Now, one interesting thing is that, and I love this, When you have a purpose, and it's a compass you're going to use to direct you the direction you're going to take. Everything you're doing when you are hiring employees, it will be based on that. I'm going to summarize with this. Sometimes we don't know that we have something within ourselves that can help us build lives and businesses based on purpose. And this is my signature saying: unleash the lion within you and let the roar be heard.